Hello everyone, so today I'm going to be doing my pirate mermaid look. I did this on Halloween and I really enjoyed it and I love the way it turned out, so here we go. To prep my face, I'm going to be using the Mario Badescu Rosewater and Aloe Spray. I love using this as a primer and a setting spray. And now with my Inglot primer, I'm going to be just rubbing that all into the face. I've had this for way too long and it's almost empty, but I'm going to get every last drop out of it. Now using the True Blend CoverGirl Contour Palette, I'm going to be using the contour shade to sketch out the mermaid part of my face. This contour palette is really nice for pale people's skin, such as myself. When you're sketching out your area, it is entirely up to you where you want to put it. Like, you can just do your eye or your mouth or add some more special effects to it. When I originally did it, I just went around my mouth, and this time I'm going through my mouth because I was going to a party, so I didn't want to ruin the look while I was eating and drinking. So now I'm going in with the NYX Drop Control Foundation in Porcelain and just putting that all over my face with a medium coverage and using the Real Techniques Miracle Sponge to blend that in.
Made in Tokyo, damn, just like most my clothes, damn. Chain on skateboard P, skateboard BV, my OG.
Now going in with my own Colourpop palette. For this one I chose all the colours myself. I'm going to be using this blue shade, which is two-piece. It's one of their shimmer shades. I'm just going to be putting this all over our base to create just a really nice smooth thing to work with.
Level up, never let my dogs down, I let them up. You in a clique full of niggas I can never trust. Backstabbing, that was never us. Only thing behind the back.
For this, you could probably use any kind of colour scheme for the look. I'm just using these blue and aqua and green shades because that's what went with my outfit at the time. But one of my friends suggested to do like a orangey yellow kind of theme, so it's entirely up to you what kind of colours you are after. For the rest of my shading, I'm going to be using this BYS shimmer palette, which is like $4 from Kmart. It's really cheap and it works super well. Like, they're all super pigmented. There's quite a bit of fallout, but they still work really well and blend really easily. And now I'm going to be putting my wig cap over my head to create the scales, and you will look ridiculous for a long time, but hey, it does the job. I'm going to be using the green shades within the palette to highlight my skin and give a lot more dimension. For the whole time that you have your wig cap on your face, you want to use stippling motions to pack the product into your face, because if you're swishing it around, it'll lose the effect of the scales. Now I'm going to be using the Kat Von D Shade and Light eye palette. I'm going to be using the black color to contour my face. Now I'm going to be going back in with the BYS palette and I'm going to be putting that all over in the contour areas, in the cheekbone and my nose and on the jawline a bit, just to give more texture. And these are all shimmery colors, so they give a nice glisten to the skin like it's wet, really mermaid like, and I really enjoy that. Now going in with the very white shade of that palette, I'm going to be putting that on the cheekbones as a highlight to really make it pop. We've already put the greens on there, but this will just give it a really nice sheen and really nice pop. Now I'm going to be using the Becca highlight in Pearl with a fan brush, and I'm going to be dusting that all over the mermaid area just to give one final sheen and one final glisten to the skin, and this will also really make sure that all the scales are showing. Now Now to take off the wig cap, we're going to take it off slowly to make sure nothing budges. And you can see that everything is really nice and blended and the scales are showing and it's all nice. So now we're going to be doing the eyebrows. I'm using the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette with the black color.
I changed the game up like the last level. Got beat as B.I.G. and I did the Jesus pieces. I did the power 3 pieces. I'm your niggas OG, yeah. I'm at a level you can't see, yeah. Mine Jacob, yo shit, costume, jewelry, Halloween, yeah. Level up, level up, level up. Never let my dogs down, I let them up. You in a clique full of niggas I can never trust. Backstabbing, that was never us. Only thing behind the back was the past. Treat my first day like it's my last. Well, my first single was my last.
My eyebrow was not the best in this part, but I couldn't really clean it up because of all the scales and shit, but you know, we're going with it.
Yeah, going 8 like nigga. Move out the way, please don't be a hero. Bling loud.
Now that your eyebrows done, we're going to be using that same black color to add more definition into the eye. So just dragging the black on the bottom lash line and the top lash line and just winging it out a little bit. I'm also taking that original blue color from the ColourPop palette, 2-piece. I'm bringing that over the lid and just blending it all out with the black.
Baby running back, baby running back. I got a rest today, she got a bad today. Didn't even feel some weight, you let that shit say. Oh, I don't let it go, oh, I don't let it go, oh, I don't let it go. Yeah, going 8 like nigga. Move out the way, please don't be a hero.
Now that your mermaid side is all done, we're going to be jumping over to the pirate side. Taking my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in Fair, I'm going to be concealing all of my problem areas, which happen to be everywhere. And then just buffing that all in with my Real Techniques Miracle Sponge. Now going back in with the NYX Drop Control Foundation, we're going to be putting that, and here's me being a dumbass and dropping it all over my denim jacket.
How was you feeling, bro? Feeling like the 4, I feel fantastic. Which one would you be though? Mr. Fantastic, cause I'm money like a less. I very treasure coat, you smoke oregano, I'm smoking on Nick.
Now that you all blended and everything, we're going to be baking or setting your face. I'm going to be using the S-Fun loose setting powder in transparent. You can bake yourself if you want. I just kind of like put it on, blend it in, whatever.
Like, oh baby, like that shit's way too funny. Like who has that? I fuck that bitch in the dark. My diamond shine in the dark. You did that smell like a fart. I'm gonna go drill like a court. You police don't call you Paul. Lord, I bet you never get caught. My thought, formerly rock on my block. Okay, post Malone with that pistol. I see you as the issue. I know that you hard as tissue. See you giggle like this.
Now here we're going to be using a small angled brush and a little bit of foundation to clean up the mermaid area, just to give it a nice like clean line in between the two sides.
I'm smoking on Nick Cat. I'm a beaver, you know, when I'm with my dick, cause she said too big of a man. This back. You the type to have eyebrow cat scratch. And I'm in the field like baseball bat, and I'm fresh off the lid like an old Tic Tac. You don't fall down like I take a step back, cool cat, like a stray in the freezer in the back, like a Jay-Z, you know, walking from the holler back, but about the damn money, boomerang back. Listen, is that what's because I sip? When I was not on your bitch. In your mouth, I fit a fist. That's the best friends on my hip. I tee ya bitch as a tip. I don't get hit at your lip. The sauce is what did I drip? The sauce is what did I... How was you feeling, bro? Feeling like the 4, I feel fantastic. Which one would you be, though? Mr. Fantastic, cause I'm money like a less. I very treasure coat, you smoke oregano, I'm smoking on Nick Cat. I'm a beaver, you know, when I'm with my dick, cause she said too big of a man. This... How was you feeling, bro? Feeling like the 4, I feel fantastic.
Make sure it's all like blended in nicely, not too harsh lines, unless it's like right next to it, but just like blend it in, like you know what to do. Now going in with my Too Faced Light Milk Chocolate bronzer. I'm going to be bronzing out my face. I wanted my pirate side pretty bronzy because I'd imagine that pirates would be, you know, on the ocean, get a nice tan. Now to do your other eyebrow.
go just like a corner.
And on this eyebrow, I wanted to include a slit. I don't actually have a slit, so I wanted to mimic one using concealer. So just do half of your eyebrow, like the first half, and then take a small angle brush and drag it along the eyebrow, just straight down, and to get a nice clean side on like the inside half. And like, you don't really need to worry about the outside for the minute. You just want to make sure it's nice and clean. And brush it through to make sure like the middle part is all concealed, like you can't really see anything, see any hairs, and just fill in the rest of your eyebrow and make sure the line stays there. Now I'm going to be going back to my Colourpop palette and using this brick red colour, which is called Get Out. I'm going to be packing that all over the lid and underneath the eye as well. And buffing that all out with the blending brush. And here I'm just adding some of that black colour into the crease and just buffing it out just to deepen up the whole look a bit more. And now I'm going back into the Kat Von D shade palette using this other brick red colour and just putting that in the crease for a nice transition, just to give it a little more definition, and bringing the Colourpop colour on the waterline as well. And here I'm just going to drag some of the Get Out colour down just to, I don't know, make it a little bit more funky, you know, more piratey, and just blending that out, adding a little bit of black in there as well. And here I'm using the Sleek Precious Metals highlighting palette, I think it's called, and adding the two gold shades into the inner corner and a little bit on the brow bone as well. And here I just tight lined both of my eyes with a kohl eyeliner, and I'm using this Glow-Motion highlighter from W7 and just making myself shiny. I put a lot on there because it's nice and goldy and it really fits well. And now here I'm going to add shading to the mermaid side. So what I've done is just bring a little bit of black on a small brush and just gone on the mermaid part of it, so it's like a shadow. And then later on we're going to be using a highlighter shade on the pirate side to make it look like there's a layer in between, to make it look sort of like the mermaid is underneath and the pirate side is on top. Now I'm adding some lashes. These are Eye Lure in 117. These are pretty natural, but they're long on the ends. I really like them. As you can see, I mean, I'm not the best at putting lashes on, but who is? We all have our struggles, it's okay. And I'm using the roller lash from Benefit just to blend that in and add some lashes to the bottom. Now I'm using the Colourpop Ultra Matte Lip in Lax, just on the pirate side of the face, so it's only a little bit, and then I'm just adding a little bit of black on the inside of the lip on the mermaid side, just to give a little bit more ickiness. Here's the final look. I hope you all enjoyed it. Let me know what you liked, what you didn't like. Hopefully I'll be posting some videos soon, so if you want, you can subscribe, you can like, you can dislike, I don't really care. But thanks for watching. Bye.